We're Fight Like Apes. I'm May-Kay.
I'm Pockets.
And this is Liz.
This is Liz.
Our friend we picked up along the way. She's the fifth member at the moment.
Tom and Adrian are the other members of the band.
I am the singer and I play a little microchord as well. And I dance with Liz.
I'm a keyboardist and I play samples as well, but that's not really playing.
You sing as well, you have a lovely voice.
I have a lovely voice actually.
And Adrian's the drummer and Tom is the bassist. And they both sing too.
We heard that we were like the band that came from a town that no other town would talk to before. And I thought that was kind of accurate.
Tell me about Fight Like Apes. Is that from Planet of the Apes?
Yes, the name comes from Planet of the Apes.
The name comes from Battle of the Planet of the Apes. It's a fantastic movie. Well, no, it's terrible.
It's not, it's awful.
It's so bad, but there's one good line in the movie and it was Fight Like Apes, so we figured that's probably the best. TV show's amazing.
Yes,
Planet of the Apes TV show
amazing.
is so incredible. It's just so awful and nothing ever happens in it except for two guys get put in jail. They break out of jail and then the next episode it repeats itself, but it's very good. I like it.
What sort of music do you think Apes would make?
Our music would,
definitely.
they'd make exactly the same.
I think remember the first time I saw a video of us playing, and it is a bit like a gaggle of animals kind of really happily fighting for like food or sex.
Sometimes on stage you seem to get a little bit violent with each other.
That's
What's that about?
Well, we've always been into wrestling and stuff, and I used to live in an apartment in town that I eventually had to move out of. But yeah, we used to just all wrestle quite a bit. Okay. And now we get to do it. It just happened, really. Yeah, and
it seemed very natural.
Made sense to the song, and it's kind of cool being able to just beat the crap out of each other on stage. It's funny though because it is the only, and people have said it before. It's really the only situation on earth where a guy can kind of kick a girl on stage and get cheered for it. This doesn't really happen in other things.
You seem to be winning mostly.
Yes.
No offence.
Oh, generally she will win.
Is it quite cathartic being in your band?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I've never. I was very calm before a show.
Yeah.
Like, never really
unless you're hammered.
Unless you're hammered.
Yeah.
I don't ever feel like. People say like that it's a really cool thing to be able to kind of go on stage and let rip with a load of emotions and stuff. It's really. I mean, there are certain elements of that, but I do just love going crazy.
Yeah, it's just.
I think that's.
It's not like
we're saying really simple now, but I think that's.
On stage also, I've seen you have pots and pans.
Yeah.
Do you carry them with you, or do you just raid the kitchen?
We just generally go to a stuff shop.
A stuff shop?
A stuff shop, you know, a whirlamajig or a thingamajig or something.
Yeah,
and,
a charity shop or whatever.
Any shop that just sells.
They're really good for percussion, and they're just like fun as well. I don't like tambourines either.
Why don't you have a guitar? Do you think guitar players ever feel threatened?
I think a lot of people must be a little bit pissed though.
I think sometimes a guitarist who can't find a band and then sees us and really likes the music is like, why don't you have a guitarist? Thinking that we're going to go, do you play the guitar, man?
Oh, what a great idea, yeah.
Could you join the band, please? You know,
there's been so many times where people have said, like, you've left out the essence of music, which is a guitar. It's like exactly what you said. I mean, does it really matter what we're doing if you kind of like the sound of it? Then. But I mean, we've so much to carry all the time. I would just hate to have to carry guitar amps. Yeah. And everything takes so much longer with guitarists because they're always fiddling about.
And during sound check, they're doing like pentatonic
scales and
soloing.
And the thing is, we do effectively play the guitar on our keyboards.
Yeah.
You're like a rhythm guitarist.
Yeah.
I wouldn't object to a keytar in the band. A guitarist.
Yeah.
We'd allow that.
If you're a supergroup, what would your superpowers be?
Okay, if we were a superhero group, what would our powers be?
Fortunately for myself, and I've given this a lot of thought in my life.
Yeah, we've had this conversation quite recently.
Quite recently, yeah.
We have, yeah.
Mine would be paranoia. I'd like to be a master of paranoia.
Not to have it.
No, to breed paranoia in others. So I'd probably be a supervillain, to be honest. I'm not a very
That's
nice
so nasty.
That's fair enough.
Patrick Stewart was in an episode of Extras, one of the earlier episodes, and he wrote a movie where he's a superhero, and his power was that he can make people's clothes fall off. I just thought it would just be really funny. That would be mine.
What's the other two guys? What would their superhero powers be?
Tom's power would be, I suppose, he'd be able to steal anything.
I would have thought he would just make like cigarettes appear.
Yeah.
Adrian's would be that he could just take pictures with his eyes.
Yeah.
And he's obsessed with photography and stuff. So I imagine if he wanted to be a superhero, he could just...
Jake Summers, you mentioned in one of your songs.
J. Anthony Frank played a character called Jake Summers in a 90s sitcom.
No, it was, I don't even know
It's
what
like it's like a teen show, like Saved by the Bell or Sweet Valley High or something like that, called California Dreams, and he just wanted to be him.
Yeah, I was younger and I remember growing up and just this image of who I wanted to be when I grew up was etched in my mind. It was just
He
Jake
was like
Summers.
a pop star or something in the show.
He
was rock and roll to a
he
max.
had a leather jacket, he had a guitar.
He smoked.
He smoked. He was
His girlfriend Lorena broke up with him one time. Lorena.
Yeah, he had a motorcycle.
Oh yeah. He had a slick back hair. He was
just a badass, and I wanted to be that badass when I grew up.
And when we met, we realised quite quickly that I wanted to be with him, Jake Summers, when I was younger, and Jamie wanted to be him. We realised we have this just amazing soulmate-like connection.
Yeah, so you could say he inspired us to form the band, really.
Inspiration.
And then
you wrote him a song.
Yes, one day on MySpace, we got a message from J. Anthony Frank saying.
From him, from the guy.
From the guys.
And I didn't know what to. I mean, it was amazing. Wow. It was incredible. Yeah, and now he's like a really big fan of the band. We talked to him quite a bit. He's a lovely guy.
Will he be in the video?
I hope so.
We did the Jake Summers video yesterday, but we didn't fly him over for it because it was too expensive.
But there was this amazing stuntman. He'll love that. A guy called Duncan, who played a kind of a loose version of that kind of character.
Yeah. Badass.
The badass.
Oh yeah, you've been recording an album.
The album is called Fight Like Apes and the Mystery of the Golden Medallion. So we hope our albums are going to be all mysteries or tales or journeys.
We're the newest franchise since
Harry Potter.
Since Harry Potter or Starbucks or something.
Yeah.
Is there anything last thing you'd like to say to the people of Bath?
You've got great buildings, really.
Really good buildings, well done.
We saw Travelodge just down the road and it was nice.
Yeah, it was like, was it like brick?
No, I would say just like...
Brick.
Red brick, I think it's famous? No, Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
Yeah.
It was real nice, and I suppose that's it really. It's just a really nice place.
Yeah.
So keep on building the good buildings.
Keep building buildings, Bath. Keep... You
know,
that
was 400 years ago.
Yeah. Don't build new buildings.
Yeah, don't build any buildings, but just keep...
Yeah. Keep just trucking, I think.
Keep trucking.
And this place is great. It's a really cool venue. And Liz,
she's pleased to be here. I'm sorry I didn't ask her any questions. I wasn't prepared.
It's okay. She's usually really quiet.